Welcome back to Bay Sunday. Women are not the only ones putting off having children. My next guest and his wife spent 3 years trying to have a baby, and in the process, he learned a lot about ways men can actually boost their biological clocks as well. He's here to share his story and some good advice. Stephen Bollinger, welcome to Bay Sunday.
Well, thank you very much.
So what is it that we're seeing out there with men and their biological clocks? What's the message?
Sure. Well, male infertility has increased by 20% over the last 30 years. In fact, the male factor used to be only 20% related to the male. Now it's 40% related to the male on the challenges, the conception. Now, 1 in 6 couples.
Why is that?
Why? A lot of factors, but a lot of it deals with estrogen. We have estrogen and estrogen-like products in our food, in our water system. All these things heavily affect us. When our estrogen's high, our sperm count is low. So male infertility now is a growing concern, and age does have a factor as well.
And share your story with us.
My wife and I were trying to conceive for about 3 years, and we did have challenges on our path to conception. A lot of that had to deal with unknowns. We had no idea what was wrong with us. Neither one of us were diagnosed with having a problem. Over time, we were able to overcome that, and we figured out a way to kind of nudge the stork.
And how do you do that? That's the big question of the day, right?
So there are do's and don'ts.
Right.
So on the don'ts side is alcohol. Alcohol affects the sperm motility and affects the ability for it to mate appropriately with the egg.
So 1 or 2 glasses will affect it, or are you talking about large consumptions?
I'm talking about we need to slow it down considerably. You know, every on the weekend or something like that in moderation is fine. But if you're trying to conceive, it's best to kind of remove it from your diet for a while.
Okay.
Smoking, absolute worst. It has so many negative impacts to giving you lower sperm count, mobility, as well as embryo extension, allow it to stay in the embryonic state and grow. So smoking is bad.
What about certain types of physical activity? A lot of people say biking to avoid that.
What we want to do is keep them cool. So we don't want to be wearing, you know, tight boxers and briefs. We don't want to be exercising extensively or in hot tubs over time periods. It's just trying to keep everything healthy and not overheating certain areas of our body. The do side, so we talk about all the negatives,
all
right?
the don'ts,
Let's think about what we have to do,
Okay.
right? Folic acid, leafy green vegetables, fruits and vegetables, citric fruits, avocados are hugely impact of baby health for the male. So take that, consume that, try to get a healthier diet and healthier lifestyle. Figure out if your doctor has you on prescriptions for anything else and you're trying to build a family, find out if those drugs that you're on have any impact on your fertility or ability to conceive. But what's most exciting is there's a new technology out called the stork. It basically bridges the gap between natural intercourse and those more aggressive treatments like intrauterine insemination and in vitro fertilization. Basically, doctors have used this approach for years, and what we've done is try to make it condom-like in collection and tampon-like in delivery and removal. So now you can increase your chance of conception by doing it in the privacy of your couple's home that was used to be done only under a physician's care.
And exactly, without getting into too many details, do you think that this has worked? Have you talked to friends?
This product is extremely successful. The company constantly gets, every day, constant positive feedback on the success rate. The challenge is people have been trying for 5 or 6 years. They've gone through IUI, they've gone through IVF, they haven't had success. But when they've used the stork, they have.
And this product is FDA approved?
It's FDA authorized to market. It's been studied by the FDA as well. So yes, we are in the market. It's on the counters of CVS, Walgreens, Target, so it's readily available now in that family planning section.
What have you talked to, or what have you heard from couples who are trying to conceive when they've gone through IVF and other different types of ways to conceive and they fail? What have you told them?
Well, listen, sometimes everyone just needs a nudge on the path to conception. It can cause so much additional stress to the family, cause so many additional problems. They need to relax, they need to stay healthy, and it will happen. Only healthy couples have a 25% chance per month of conception. So most normal couples, it takes about 4 months to conceive.
Right.
So they just need to breathe, relax, and look for what can benefit them in the marketplace today.
And hope that luck is on your side as well.
Absolutely. They need to know when they're ovulating. That's also very important.
We want to thank you for joining us here this morning and the products that you've shown, as well as some of the advice that you've given. Thank you so much for joining us here on Bay Sunday.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Coming up on Bay Sunday, celebrating On Lock, a world leader in senior care, when Bay Sunday comes right back.